He was broke. I used to buy him food, so isn't that just as good? It doesn't get made often, but I'll make it for a man who likes chicken Alfredo. Even my father, who wasn't the greatest at first, still became a good man for me, and I think a lot of it came from, my mom's opinion, like
yo, what's going
what was
on?
your anticipation of what kind of person I'd be?
I thought you were homeless.
Oh. Why?
Are we ready? We're ready? Oh, okay. There we go. Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Full Notice Podcast. My name is Ron Mari, and today we have a very random, very interesting, a very beautiful guest. It's super late. It's actually morning, technically, and we waited, and we're here, and we're like up, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
So without further ado, hey Bree.
Hello.
Do people call you Bree?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's like what your friends call you?
Some people call it, some people, I don't know, just
Like
random.
that?
It's kind of random,
What what would you like to be preferred?
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I could say like Anna.
No, don't do that.
No,
that's wild.
Okay. So yeah, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy our conversation today.
Mm-hmm.
In the podcast world is very interesting because every time we speak to different people, they have different kind of vibes, and you give me very chill, very intuitive, you're very observant.
Yeah.
Very beautiful vibes for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you got some of those words pretty on the nail.
Yeah, very intuitive and perceptive. You're like, what's going on? Which is good. That's good, obviously. Obviously it's the first time with us, so I appreciate that. And so my first question to you is, who are you?
So who am I? That's where do I start,
Where do you come from?
Where do I come from? I guess I was born in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, no, I was born in Manhattan, but kind of raised in the Bronx with my mom.
BX.
Yeah.
Yeah, people from the Bronx. Right. I don't mess with people from the Bronx. You guys are like hardcore.
Don't. No, I'm going. But the Bronx, I love it there. I'm from Riverdale, though. A lot of people would say it's like the nicer. I mean, it is the nicest part of the Bronx, but people like to say that's not the Bronx.
You're from the bougie Bronx.
That's not the Bronx.
Oh, you're not from the Bronx now. You're from the bougie Bronx.
My address says Bronx, so
okay, all right. So you're a Bronx
fuck
girl.
off. But yeah, where do I? I'm sorry.
So start with your childhood. What's your nationality? Where do you come from? Did you were born? Did you ever travel? There's so many. I mean, I could ask you questions for days.
Okay, that's a few good ones. Okay, I'm Dominican, Puerto Rican, and Costa Rican.
Holla.
Yes.
All Caribbean stuff,
yes,
right?
I have yet to visit Costa Rica, but the other two are beautiful places to visit.
I have a friend in Costa Rica.
Really?
I have a high school friend that moved to Costa Rica.
Oh my God.
And then I have another friend of mine that she also moved to Costa Rica. She does spiritual healing and stuff like that.
Are they from America?
Yeah. So one of them is from California, and the other is from the town where I grew up, Clifton. So shout out Leanne because she's awesome. She's like a D1 soccer player.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I wanna leave this country.
I asked. So I'm curious how they, the fortitude, that will to just move to a different place is kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that not everyone has the power.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you gotta really.
I want to leave. It's something definitely going to happen. Leaving. I just just because I know that it's a lot. There's a lot of healthier foods, places where they don't have all these GMOs, and I have to do a lot more research about which spot I want to pick.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's a lot of countries that the food is fresh. You grow it. I even went to Mexico once, Puerto Vallarta, and I went to a restaurant.
You speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Just making sure. I could tell a lot by how you say buenos dias.
Yes. Okay. Do you speak Spanish?
Claro.
Okay.
Claro, yo hablo español.
Okay, bueno.
¿Quieres hablar en español?
No, because then everybody's gonna make fun of me. My family hate me. I love my family, but I'm like not the most
Spanish, the perfect Spanish.
The perfect Spanish,
yeah,
like I'm Americanized, I guess. Whatever. Yeah. I've been speaking pretty good Spanish for the past few years though, because I've been forced to at work.
You have to learn it. It's important.
At work, I've learned so much more in the past just a year, I feel like. And yeah, I'm way more confident in my Spanish.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to work, tell me about you, who you are, your upbringing. Like, okay, yes. from like, what's your story from like, I guess 1 to 12?
1 to 12.
How was it growing up in the Bronx?
I feel like, okay, you gotta be tough. Yeah. I mean, like, even though I was in the nicest part of the Bronx, it was still like dealing with, people who are gonna pick on you. There was definitely girls who were picking on me. There were people who were always talking about me, and my best friend told me that he always admired how I could just be like alone and not give a fuck what people were talking about. Because like at one point I just realized I have to just walk down these hallways with my head up, mm-hmm. and it's just like,
how were you able to, I guess, change yourself, or I guess you were getting bullied, or you were bullied when you were?
For the most part, yeah.
Like, why would they bully you? What would they say?
I feel like the what's it called, the number one word, slut.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
At 12?
That's what I like. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I was a virgin. I don't know anything about anything, and I'm a slut,
girls usually, I think that's like the most hateful thing that women say to one another. Yeah,
it's just the word they want to use, but it's like, do you even know anything
It's probably because all the guys liked you.
The guys like me, maybe.
Yeah, that may be it.
Something, I was a little girl, so I was always like, I don't get called ugly though. They call me slut, but they don't call me ugly. It's because I'm pretty, or I don't want to sound vain or anything. But I was like 12, so. But yeah, you just like, there was that point where it was just like, I'm not gonna give these people the power or the satisfaction of me letting them get to me.
Right.
So I know they're talking shit or looking at me down the hallways, and I'm just gonna, I don't know you, I don't care about you. Like, I'm not gonna give them the type of day. Time of day.
How do you deal with bullying? Did you bully people back?
No, I did not. I don't think I would have. Like, no. Like, I guess the most I've done is like maybe talk shit about them too. Like, oh, like maybe to my close friends, I'm just like, whatever, fuck that bitch, or she has an ugly tooth or something. It's normal.
You were bullied.
Girls things. No, I wasn't.
It's definitely like
no, because they were like imagine everybody just spreading rumors about you, something like that. Like, I feel like that's more bullying. Like, me, I wasn't trying to make something up about somebody. Like, I didn't have to make something up about somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it was already, like, you're already, who you are, and that's enough.
And this was from, like, 1 to 12. So, what was, like, your high school like?
Literally.
That was the same? It was, like, drama?
No, because actually, high school, I moved out of the Bronx. So this was middle school. Like, a lot of what I'm talking about is like 7th and 8th grade. So high school, I started high school and I was in the Bronx for probably a few months. And Christmas break, my mom moved me to down the shore, Brick, New Jersey.
Brick.
That is like,
sounds really far.
Suburban, very white, and it is like, it's probably like an hour and a half or 2 from the Bronx. Very different, like, place to be. Like,
Brick.
Yeah, it was very different. The school system was very slow paced. Like in New York, I was actually failing at a lot of things, and I had started smoking weed, and that was like the only thing I was doing in New York. So that's really why my mom moved me to Brick. But she was like, oh, you're smoking weed and getting into fights and stuff like that. So we're leaving. And so literally we packed all our shit in the span of like a few days, and she took me out to Brick. And I hated the idea of it, but by the time I was there, the first day I probably made like, I was friendly. I made friendly with like a few people. Mm-hmm. I was like, maybe it's not that bad. And then a few days later, I've already got like a few friends, and I actually started to like it because these people, they don't have anything to bully me about. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like, okay, I could be who I am now and not the person I was like 2 years ago.
You can be your natural self without any.
Like, I can start new and just be me.
So who did you become?
Like this kind person, this person that people liked, like friendly. I don't know. Like I made a lot of friends. I feel like I could just. I don't know how to go into detail about it, but I liked the person that I was, definitely.
Did it? What part of your adolescence did like molded you the most? Did you have any experiences that were, like life changing besides moving to a new school?
I guess that is definitely a big one, moving. Are you asking like in high school or throughout?
For example, for me, when I went to high school, I was somewhat wild. I was walking around, wild, I was a wild dude. But I played football, so football was my outlet. And I met my trainer, ex-NFL player. I was walking around carrying all kinds of weird, wild, I was wild.
Yeah.
And my trainer was someone that guided me from that. And even to this day, he's very influential in my life. That was a pivotal moment for me. It changed my life. Yeah. He changed my life.
Yeah.
He helped me with football and life and as a mentor, blah, blah, blah. So anything like that happened for you?
I definitely think moving did that for me too, because like I said, I was smoking and getting into fights. I did do cheerleading, but I wouldn't say that it changed my life or anything. Like, it was something I did for fun. It was on the side or whatever. But, moving definitely, like, it did what my mom wanted it to do. Like, I hate to say it, but it was a great idea because
you would have been a hood rat.
Maybe,
ratchet,
probably. Like, I was failing, like, really bad in school, and I was, even when we moved, of course, I still smoke a little bit, but, like, I actually didn't care for it after a while. It was just like, oh, I don't need to do that. Like,
were you you were like, you cheerlead, so you must have been part of the cool kids now.
Cool. I don't feel like that I was like the popular girl. Like, if you like the way a popular girl is perceived in a movie, it's always those like
hot cheerleaders, right? Walking down the hall, she's like the middle.
Like, and she's got her little posse, or they're like stuck up or whatever. I feel like there was that group, and I wasn't part of it. Oh. There were those girls who were like very stuck up and very like those rude type of girls. I was never that group. I feel like there's always this one group that's just kind of like those chill, laid back people who are kind of friends with everybody. And I think I was always part of that group, no matter what school I was in.
Okay. What happened after you graduated?
After I graduated, I actually left my mom's house and went to my dad's because of me and my mom used to fight a lot.
For what?
Yeah.
Your mom was 100% right. She was right.
She was 100% right.
She was 100% right. Whatever happened, you were definitely wrong. What do you do? You wanted to be grown, but what do you do?
I didn't. I feel like it was always little stuff like, oh, you never helped me clean, or
what? You're not cleaning the house? What's going on with that?
I always told her, but you don't ask. I don't like. I'm a young girl.
Guys.
You've never shown me how to clean.
The guys
how am I gonna know how to clean?
The dudes out there are like so sad right now.
Oh my God, bye. I'm not. No, because now.
Did she teach you how to cook? Cook clean?
Not really. She didn't really teach me how to cook. I actually learned how to cook on my own.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, but you know how to cook now?
I know how to cook now.
Guys, she knows how to cook.
She's probably taught me a few things.
Rice and beans or something? What did she teach you?
Okay, she taught me how to make rice, but that wasn't in high school. That was like probably a few years ago. Beans, my grandma taught me how to cook.
Your grandma taught you how to make beans?
Yeah.
You make good beans?
I haven't mastered it. No.
Oh, man, this is rough.
I can make pretty good beans, but not like she does.
So what's like your specialty plate? Like if you were like, all right, your man comes home and you're like, oh, today is the day.
Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo's your day.
Yeah.
You're vegan.
I know.
Oh.
It doesn't get made often,
Come on,
but
man.
I'll make it for a man who likes chicken Alfredo.
Okay, all right. What about like vegan chicken Alfredo?
I do have like a little recipe, but it's not Alfredo. It's kind of like a it's like a different type. It's like kind of like a creamy sauce, but it's I like it, and the guys I've made it for like it. My family who I've made it for like it. So hopefully they're telling me the truth.
Right.
You know.
Okay, so tell me how has life unfolded since then? All right, so boom, your mom and you get into a fight because you're out here trying to be outside.
Oh my God, bye.
And she was like,
I was
stay
not trying to
home.
be outside.
She's like, no boyfriends. What else? What other laws did
No.
she put? Yeah, she definitely told you not to have a boyfriend.
She didn't tell me that. I feel like there were a lot of things she just back of her mind didn't want me doing, but you know.
You did them anyway?
I mean, it's not like she told me I couldn't.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's like, you know, like having a boyfriend. It was just like she knew it's just gonna happen, you know.
She knew that you were
But
just gonna have a boyfriend.
I think she just always had something to complain about. But I don't think it really had to do with me. I think it had more to do with her own, you know, what she was going through.
So let me ask you. You said that you were just. It's like you were eventually gonna get a boyfriend. Tell me about your first boyfriend. What's going on with that?
Oh God.
Yeah.
My first boyfriend.
Your first boyfriend. Or your first, or shall I say your first love? Tell us a story about that.
Ugh.
Oh, wow. It's like that, huh?
It was nice when it happened, but such a long time ago, I feel like. But I feel like I was so little. My first love, you know, I was so mesmerized by him, so in the clouds for him. You know, very giving. I'm a very giving person to them, but we were so little. Like he was just like, I don't think it was like 100% mutual, you know, and it could be because I think he had a different first love before me, so I think that's where things clashed. He was just.
How long were you guys dating?
I feel like.
All of high school or whatever?
No, like a few months stopped and then a few months again. Like, it
oh,
was like
you had
year.
a toxic relationship.
No,
Wow.
no. He actually broke up with me, and months later we got back together.
Well, you didn't know how to cook.
I was a kid. He wasn't waiting for me to cook.
Well, he's messed up because I don't know. I need to eat.
No, bye. I used to. He was broke. I used to buy him food. So isn't that just as good?
No.
No?
Plátanos, you know how to make plátanos?
This man had no money. He want me to make plátanos for him?
I mean, he was in high school. What kind of money
but I need to know how to cook, but he doesn't need money? Like, come on.
I mean,
now.
he's like, what, 14, 15, 16? What kind of money? What is he supposed to do? Go out there and be the paper boy?
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just cook a home-cooked meal like I'm somebody's wife?
Absolutely.
Good,
Do you know in Costa Rica, I'm pretty sure, like, women at, like...
At 14 are cooking? Okay.
14 at, like, 7, 8.
Well, we're not in Costa Rica.
My sister... Right,
but there are boys in Costa Rica who are working very young too.
That is true.
So
you got me there, buddy. All right, so I guess so that didn't work out.
That didn't work.
All right, so then what happened after that? After your first love, then what happened with your second and third?
Second and third. Oh God.
Yeah, let's get into the juicy stuff.
Oh God.
He's
okay.
mad, huh? Yeah.
There's the one I lost my virginity to, and
how old are you?
I was 15.
See, that's why your mom was getting at you.
Goodbye.
She was mad.
Oh my God.
She was like, "Girl, where were you?"
Oh my God, but
was it like after a football game or something slick?
Oh my God, no,
it wasn't super romantic. Like there was flowers everywhere.
There was one time I used a football game as an excuse
oh
too.
Oh my God.
But no.
Cheerleaders always use football.
I wasn't
games.
even a cheerleader at the time.
Well, okay.
That's that's when I was in Brick.
Hold on. So wait, you lost your virginity when you were in Brick, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So was he white?
No, he was Puerto Rican.
Congrats.
Yeah. He kind of gave white boy vibes though.
He was like a white boy?
He was like the one. He was kind of, he's in Brick, so he kind of goes with how everybody goes.
Right.
Or like a little different. Obviously, he had his Hispanic tendencies or whatever. Just like we all kind of have that about us, but they're very different from Puerto Ricans in New York. Yeah. Very, very different.
Puerto Ricans in New York are more what, like Latino spicy?
Latino spicy.
How does that go?
If you go to the Heights, oh my God, the Puerto Rican boys.
They're toxic too?
Oh my God.
Yeah?
I don't know.
How come, what is this like, what is it with all the guys nowadays? They're like all messed up, toxic. What are your thoughts on that? Relationships, men?
Why, like, are you asking me why men, like,
what are
my thoughts on the toxic men these
because
days?
Because you said basically, you were like, yeah, these guys in the Heights are no good. You know what I'm saying?
These guys in the Heights, oh my God. Well, I've never like dealt with them, but just the way they act is just like,
what's good, ma? How they got?
Yeah, close enough.
What's like the best pickup line that you've ever heard? That you were like, oh yeah, I'm definitely giving this guy my number.
Geez, I feel like there has been a time where that's happened, but I can't really.
You don't
remember what the pickup line was. I can't. I don't know. I wish I could say it.
So what kind of guys like do you give your attention to? I mean, yeah, go ahead, tell me.
The first thing, I do talk like everybody wants to say, they don't look at, looks or whatever, but that is definitely the first thing. Mm-hmm. Not only but everybody is going to look at. Like if the face looks nice, then I'll give the rest of it a chance. I do like somebody who dresses nice, who's clean, who doesn't stink, at least,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely love someone who smells good, but this smells. Oh.
I smell good. I always smell good, by the way.
You smell fine.
Thank you. Fine.
I don't know.
All right, cool.
I don't smell anything.
Well, that's good.
That's good enough.
Yeah, that's
yes. But yeah, some like
good smell, hygienes, right?
Knows how to do their hair at least. That's another thing. Dress well put together, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, so that's another thing about looks. But then it goes to how do they talk? Like, if you start talking to me and I feel like, it's like you don't sound very smart, then then it might.
So no, what's good, ma? What's up?
No.
What's poppin'?
No.
None of that.
No.
Well, for all the guys who don't have a good vernacular,
no.
You're out of here.
Sorry.
See, that's one of the things that I've learned throughout life. Like, models definitely have standards. Definitely models have standards, and usually those standards all fall out the window when the guy has money. Like, when a guy has money,
the standards
right out the window.
I don't know. Like, there are definitely guys who have more money than others that I've tried talking to. But every time, like, there are some who are just not that smart either. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, he doesn't have that much money. Let me give it a chance. I mean, he does have them. He does have money. Mm-hmm. So let me give it a chance. But it's just like, it doesn't go far because it's just like, I can't even get through this conversation with you. It's so dull. And I have a big personality, I feel, for, most women. And I'm sorry for the women who aren't great, who aren't very talkative. But
you're talkative.
Yeah. See, if I have a guy who's just like kind of slow, I don't care how much money you have. It's just like,
you have to have a good vibe.
Yeah, and not only that, but knows how to keep a conversation. Not even if you're just slow. Like, just being good at having a conversation with somebody is big for me. Like, I'm talkative, and I want somebody who can talk with me, and like even talk about things that that I like to talk about. Like, there's always those topics that I like to.
So what are some of the topics that you enjoy talking about? Like, what are the topics that you enjoy talking about with your friends? Not those. Don't give me no. Oh, I like talking about. Give me the real. Like, what's the one topic that everyone's talking about now?
Like relationships, I guess.
Yeah, that's usually the topic.
Yeah, that's the number one topic between me and my best friend. Yes, definitely. Like, boys or so, how they act or what the.
So tell me, go ahead, hit me with all the facts. Like, what's going on with these with guys? Like, what's your thoughts?
What's going on with guys?
Yeah, or women. What are your thoughts on what's happening with women? Give me one thing that women are doing wrong in society that you think that they need to improve on, and one thing that men are doing wrong in society.
Okay, so the most controversial one is like women who want a rich man who don't cook and clean and don't have their own goals or job or whatever it is, but want a man who has all those things. That's a big topic. That's a big back and forth topic.
So tell me, what are your thoughts on that?
Women want a man who has everything in the book, everything that they want, like money, who can provide, who can take care of you, who can protect you. But a lot of these women don't have goals for themselves, like, or even money at all, probably live with their parents, which can be fine in some situations. But, if you're in that situation, but you're comfortable in that situation and don't plan on going anywhere with it, how do you expect to find a man who has already gotten out of that situation, who has moved out of their parents' house, has their own apartment, money, and all those things, had goals and got there, if you can't even do that for yourself? You can't find somebody who is nothing like you.
I think that most men would agree that they prefer to have a woman that's living with their parents.
Okay, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that women are more attractive if they live by themselves.
Okay.
Or live outside of their parents' domicile.
Okay, but think about this. Let's say you have a woman living in their parents' house, but has no intentions of trying to, like, they're very dependent on their parents.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't think men find that. I mean, affluent men, maybe men who want their women to work. I personally
not just that a man wants their women to work, but like cook and clean. Depending on your parents to cook and clean too. Like, sit around on your phone, on their phone all day long, stuff like that. Like, you have to actually do something around the house, bring something to the table. And there's women who don't do much, who don't really even have their room clean, at least.
Their car,
messy ass cars.
What about your car? Is your car messy? Don't make me go down there and find out.
Oh my God, but I just came from a party. You can't do that.
It's her.
No.
She has a messy
But the
car.
only mess is the whole car is not a mess. It's just the passenger seat with all my makeup on it.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's acceptable. So you came from a party.
And as soon as I get home, I'm taking every little piece of garbage or anything out of that car. So I don't think I'm going to just leave my car like that tonight.
Yeah. No, you seem pretty put together. You're pretty good. You're good.
Yes, no. I don't like my car's a mess either. Like, the worst my car ever is like I have my hoodie sweater left in it or something.
So let me ask you a question. Chris, there's a notebook that's right up there. It has like I wrote down a question.
The pad right
here? Yeah, there's like a notebook, and I have a question on it. Yes, on that pad. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, sir. All right, so I had a question that I read, and I was like, oh, this is an interesting question. It has to do kind of like with relationships.
Okay.
So, why is it that every time that a man meets a girl, she hasn't had sex in months? What's up with that? Is that true? What are your thoughts on it?
I personally think
is it
that when
women are
it
capping?
Could be. It could definitely be.
100%.
Personally, when I haven't had sex in months and I meet a new guy, I like to say it, But then when I meet somebody and maybe I had sex recently, I just won't say anything. You know, I won't advertise when the last time I had sex was. So, you know,
right.
There's probably a lot of times a guy didn't even ask when's the last time she had sex or something, and on like she's not gonna share it. You know.
Does a girl's body count matter?
I can't say yes and I can't say no. Like, I feel like there's definitely times I've judged a man over his body count, but it also doesn't make or break whether or not I like them or whatever. But when it comes to a woman, I know it's different. Like, if a woman has a lot, it'll definitely give you an idea.
What's a lot?
I feel like it depends on the person and their perception, you know?
Huh?
Like, for me, I would say a lot is, and that's another thing, age.
Okay, what is a 25-year-old's a lot?
I want a 25-year-old's a lot.
No, like, I'm saying, like, what? Yeah, what for
50 or something?
50 is a lot.
That's a lot.
And what is not a lot?
That is not a lot.
What's like an average? What do you think the average 25-year-old's body count is?
The average 25, I would say like the average.
Yeah, this is good. I like this. This is a good combo.
I don't know. I want to say like 15.
15?
Maybe. I don't know, because I feel like there's those girls who have a lot and those girls who don't. You know.
Like, all right, out of 100 women, how many girls do you think are above 15 bodies at the age of 25?
I feel like it would be more than you'd expect. You know?
Yeah.
But
what would your on a balance?
Maybe close to 50%.
You think only half of the women have?
I think I think it's very split down the middle. How there's women who try to keep their bodies to themselves, and there's women who don't care. And what would be some
attributing factors to women who don't sleep with a lot of men, and then what would be some factors for women who do?
Some factors like,
for example, I think that a woman who is modestly dressed, a woman who's going to church or the temple or the synagogue, a woman who is always with their parents or family,
probably has it.
A woman who is, more into things that may not be on the internet, that isn't into fashion,
don't have much of a body count.
Right. I think that she would be more prone to maybe not having.
Yes, definitely.
Like maybe a girl who's like into more her studies.
I could probably name one. She probably has like 3.
Right.
And she's my age or something, But then there's.
And I think there's a lot for women. I mean,
some
women.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. I mean, like I said, perception.
Ideally, one body count is a lot.
One body.
If it's like just
technically. Oh well, yeah. If you look at like what Catholicism looks at, definitely one is a lot. One is all you are supposed to have, But I'm not. I'm not Catholic. So.
Yeah, no, not me neither. So that's fine.
And then somebody who
does
has a whole lot is probably, I mean, it can be very different. There's those who are on the streets and probably going for those guys with money, no matter like you said, they don't have standards, so they just go for those guys, and
Let me ask this next question. What are your thoughts, like, not without naming names, right? You don't have to name any names. Do you know women personally that have high body counts?
Okay, do I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of women have shared that. Really? If they had it too high or something.
Women wouldn't even tell other women?
I don't know. No. Well, then again,
you have to know?
But think about this. I don't
I'm pro high body count, by the way.
Pro high body.
I'm pro high.
Okay, but I haven't had a lot of very close women friends. Like, for some reason, I don't stick. I haven't stuck like with a woman. Like,
You're not LGBTQ.
What?
No, I
No.
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I didn't say I'm not a lesbian.
You don't have like girl best friends, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've had girl best friends. Like
Are they?
I've even had year-long girl best friends, but you know they end, of course. There was one I had throughout high school, but it, I don't know. It's just like they just, I don't know. It
So
just ends.
So
They go away.
More
or
guy best friends.
no, the only guy best friend I have is gay, so there's that.
That doesn't.
But
mean,
I've had a lot of guy friends.
My that's a red flag.
That's
my
I don't have a lot of guy friends. I've, throughout time.
Right. I have my coordinator when I had the modeling agency was gay, and let me tell you, don't trust gay men around your girl. Absolutely not, because they are gay, but they are men. They are men.
Oh
too.
yeah, of course.
So they will definitely become bi real quick.
Oh no, that he's definitely not. No, not for me at least.
I don't trust him. If I was like courting you, I'd say I don't trust that guy.
No, I knew somebody who was a very jealous person too. And I was dating a guy who was a very jealous person.
You think that's jealous?
No, I mean, no. Okay, I guess I'm using the wrong word though. Like what you say. Like I don't know how to give it a word. Just
if I didn't trust that guy, because
untrusting in guys. Untrusting in guys.
Yeah.
That's probably the better way to say it.
If he has balls in a
but
no. Get away from my girl.
But he could tell that me and my best friend, we're genuine, and not only that, we're like family.
You guys are so close that you guys like even change together.
No,
like anything you can do.
No, it's like literal brother and sister, where it's just like get the fuck out of my face.
But do you know that there are gay friends who do like help their girl change? Like
no, I know, I know that. I would never.
I hear you.
Be in my bra and with my best friend in the room, like it's so weird.
Yeah, well, there are people who do that. There are friendships.
Not even me and my actual sister like to see each other naked. It's just like,
really,
why is your nipple out? Like that's like that. Like that's how we are. And it's the same. Well, it's not the same with my best friend because that's never happened before. But we don't even go that route at all. Right.
Well, there are families. I guess families that they're not that.
Yeah, no, they can be very close, and that's okay. If you are family, but me, I don't know. Me and my sisters are just like, why are you undressing in? Ew. Okay.
So here's another question that I have. Why are so many like older women, like 50-year-olds, right? How come these older women are saying that they're still waiting for the right guy at 50 years old?
There's a lot of people who don't know how to, like, you can't keep waiting for perfect. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't quite fit your entire standard list, and you have to find somebody who's willing to work towards whatever it is that, like, whatever your love language is, or whatever it is that works for you. Love language, like, what kind of things do you want somebody to do for you in romantic ways? Because no matter what man you meet, they're never gonna know exactly what you want, and you have to show them. And I know a lot of 50-year-old women might say, I don't want to have to teach a man, and you're not really teaching them. You should at least find somebody at that age who knows how to do the basic stuff, of course. Mm-hmm. Like the basic kind of dates, like, okay, most women like to be taken out to eat or whatever, if the man is the one going for the woman, of course.
Would you go to the chocolate factory? Or what's the cheesecake factory?
The chocolate factory? I'm like, with the chocolate factory? Willy Wonka? Like, yeah, I would love to go there.
My bad. The cheesecake factory.
The cheesecake factory. The thing is, I've been there so many times.
On dates?
I would prefer a man take me to the park.
How many dates?
A nice park.
How many dates would you like go on, let's say, in the month?
How many? Say that again.
Dates.
How many dates have I gone? What?
Yeah, like how many dates on average would you go on in like let's say in a month, 2 months? Say
Uh, maybe 3 to 4.
Because you know, like
each weekend, like if the first guy's not right, and maybe I'll go on another one the next week, whatever. Like if that's the case,
it's like pretty privileged stuff.
It's pretty privileged stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of
okay, but I've never done 3 to 4 dates in 1 month. But if it does go that way, and I get asked out that many times, yeah, I'll do it. But it's never happened before now.
So because a lot of guys, they really don't get girls. So
yeah,
I guess for you, 3 to 4 dates, maybe like whatever, like it's 3 to 4 dates.
I guess.
But for a guy, it's like, man, I got.
You have to do a lot to get a woman to get out with them.
Dudes,
I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Yeah,
like, I wonder how hard it is.
Well, a way for me to kind of, I guess, put it in womanese. Imagine trying to find a boyfriend. All right, now, as hard as it is to find a boyfriend, it's as hard for a guy to just find a girl to take out. It's pretty much like,
okay.
So for girls, it's kind of like you can just, right now you could probably just, hey guys, you could yell out the window, and I'm pretty sure some guy will be like,
you want to take me out?
And he'll be like, yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Where you want to go?
Yeah.
Right? But a guy will literally be like, he'll look like, who's the most handsome guy? And that guy be outside. Who wants to go out with me? No one. Crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up with that? That's a bad dynamic right there.
Yeah, because I actually read this in a textbook for psychology class.
Oh.
Yes.
You're like, yes, that's right. I'm reading, guys.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yes, I read. I do read actually.
Yeah.
I've been reading more lately than I usually do. I'm a reader these days.
What's the last book that you've been reading? The psychology book?
Actually, I'm reading something else called Unlocking the Dream Vision, which is a whole different.
What's that about?
Different topic. It's about. It starts talking about the Book of Enoch.
What do you know about the Book of Enoch? Hold on.
Well, now I know a little bit. It talks about how the first men and how it kind of.
The fallen angels and the battles in
the fallen angels, and how it may have been misinterpreted, a lot of the readings on that. And like when you think about angels, it's actually like they probably had a lot of machinery, just like modern machinery, but it was something.
Well,
it's like a whole lot. I want like.
Well, there's an angel called Azazel.
Yes.
I don't know if you've read of it yet, but Azazel was the angel that gave mankind fire, and with the advent of fire, he also provided them with clothing and jewelry and weapons, anything that you can forge out of fire.
Yeah.
So, the I guess they say that Azazel is really like evil, the evil one, the evil angel.
Is he the same? Is he similar to Lucifer? Is that like, I don't know. I haven't gone too far in the Azazel.
Well, if you want, I can give you a really in-depth answer with regards to Saint, like Lucifer, because Lucifer is different than Satan. So and Satan is different than the devil. Okay. So they're different terms. They mean different things. But Lucifer means light bearer. So
light bearer, yes,
so
right.
It's not necessarily what people think, even though you got Christians who believe Lucifer is the evil and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But Lucifer is the son of the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole like Masonic thing with that.
Yeah.
But no, Azazel is not Lucifer.
Okay, because the story just kind of sounds similar. I haven't gone too far in reading Azazel, but he does pop up a few times. So I don't know too much on that.
Yeah, it's like they're different. There's different interpretations, I guess.
Yeah.
Some people, for example, I guess in Judaism, Mary wasn't really a virgin according to the Talmud.
Yeah.
She was. And then you think about it, and you're like, okay, well, if we're on Earth, you know, unless we're talking about spiritual stuff, you know, God or whatever, then I guess we could see how she got pregnant. But if we're just based on reality, then she got pregnant from somebody that wasn't her man.
Yeah.
And then
but I think a lot of those Bible stories are kind of changed. A lot of the Bible stories are changed. Well, you said Judaism, but I'm talking about Catholicism, I guess.
Well, the Bible doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, a lot of those stories that are known, I don't, whatever book they came from, we know a lot about Mary. We know a lot about, Jesus Christ and all that stuff, and how she was a virgin when she got pregnant. But a lot of these stories are tweaked so that, for reasons that may have nothing to do with that story alone. Like, the story is not tweaked because they don't want you to think, oh, she sinned because she had sex. Like, that's not why they tweaked the story. They tweaked the story because there's a whole story behind Mary that, they don't want to talk about. So they just, make her a virgin so that they don't have to talk about all that.
Who told you all this?
The Unlocking the Dream Vision told me all of this.
That book told you all
yes.
that? Throw that book out the window.
Why?
Because the life is so much more complex. The scripture is a lot more complex than that.
Of course it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and also, the Bible itself has there's versions of it.
Oh, but there's a lot of symbolism. Is that what you're talking about? There's a lot of symbolism in those stories.
Well, yeah, there is a lot of symbolism in the stories. However, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of the tweaking that, I'm assuming that you're talking about. A lot of it comes from different versions of the Bible, but there's really only like one, you know what canon law is? Like it's a ecumenical, one like real ecclesiastical law version of the Bible that people should be reading, and that's like the King James Version, 1611.
I think that is mentioned in the book canon. Like, that's word sounds familiar, but I don't think they got there yet.
Canon law is ecumenical law, which is basically biblical law.
Okay.
And by biblical, it's biblical law. It's
okay.
It's like spiritual law.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, the book is a lot on there is a lot of theory in it. It's it even says, this is just this one theory. You can go, take it how you want. But
that's a good book then. If it's giving you like just like to open your eyes.
Yeah, it's
to
not like
things.
This is a cult. Join us. No.
Do you have any like any other books that you've read that that's a really interesting book, like the first book you said? That's a pretty interesting book.
Yeah. I can't wait to really get through the whole thing, really learn about like everything or everything that it has to
What's the name of that book?
Unlocking the Dream Vision.
Unlocking the Dream Vision.
Yeah. I really like it. But it does talk about some really crazy stuff. Like it even goes into like it actually kind of puts together these stories that like of the first men, and what science talks about with like what they found, like Neanderthal or actually pinpointing time periods with people we've found through.
I think they're divisive. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Divisivin, something like that. Neanderthals, Divisivin, Neanderthals.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a term. I've got to brush up on my anthropology here, but
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they kind of like one of them is talking about like the conspiracy theory about Bigfoot and how my dad is a huge believer on Bigfoot.
Really?
And so I've seen so many like weird videos like throughout my life with him. So I have to say I do believe it. Yeah.
I actually saw a TikTok where this guy supposedly saw like a Bigfoot, and he went and like he got like a good video of it, and then he went to this mountain again and it wasn't there, but he saw like a giant on a hill that he like estimated it was like a giant.
Yeah, because of how far it was and how. Yeah.
Did you see that?
I might have.
And it was
but no, I saw a video where there were multiple of them.
Multiple Bigfoots
far away on a mountain, and they were all walking, and they were walking real fast, and they were huge if you estimated the
distance,
proximity and like whatever, the distance.
See, I don't know, man. It's like there's so much stuff that we just don't know.
Yeah, definitely. My big question is, where do they go? They disappear so fast. And my dad, he believes portals, so I don't know the But I don't know. You know, there's just
you really never. Well, what I say is I'm not into like conspiracy theories. I'm really not into like any woo shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can say I've seen things that I can't explain. You know, like I've seen, well, I guess UFOs. You know. Who knows?
Really?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this was like 2015, and I was with 7 of my friends. You know, we were on my porch, like in the back, and you know we're just talking. It was 7 of us, so it's not like, oh, I just saw it by myself, and you know it's just some. No, this was 7 people, and we all saw the same thing. We could call everybody up, and we all have the same story. And we were looking, like everyone was talking, but I was looking like out towards, like there was a tree, and then like I was just looking out. And as I'm talking to people, and then I see this like light. It's like it was like an orb. I saw like this orb that was flying by, and as soon as I saw it, I said, "What the F is that?" And I just started pointing. It was 2015. The cameras weren't as good. I didn't have my phone on me at the time, but my cousin had his phone. My little brother had his phone, and there was girls there. They had their phones. Yeah. My other boy had his phone. So like everyone whipped their phones out. I think at least like 4 people must have taken their phones out and started snapping pictures and all that. So this orb was just like, it was so close. It was like from here to, you see where that building is? It was like not even that far up in the sky. Like it was close. And we were just looking at it. We saw it pass, and the way that it was moving was so unreal.
Not like a plane.
No. It was moving like as though it wasn't even
it was just floating.
In reality. Yeah. It was kind of just traversing space. It's not like it was moving through space, but it was kind of like pulling at it, or it was doing something different. Yeah. And it was observable. Like we could kind of see, like, yo, why is this thing moving in such a way? And you know, that forever changed my life, because it's like one of those things where you have questions whether, you know, these things exist. Yeah. And then you actually see it, and you can't kind of unsee it. You know what I mean? It's just like
that was something. That was something that we cannot explain. Yeah. There's somebody up there doing something. Or wherever.
Thing, or whatever that was. Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's like I'm eager to tell people the story all the time. You know, it's like I want people to see what I see. Yeah. Fortunately, I have video evidence of this. I have
from
pictures
everybody else.
Of this.
Yeah.
Like I paid somebody to go and get the image like digitized. So, or whatever it is, that they made the best quality image that they can, and I have that. So
that's
it's not like we over here making shit up. It's like I could show you.
I would love to see that, like maybe later or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what it is. Like,
okay.
I'll show you. It's legit. Legit. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I'm like, can't believe this shit.
Yeah.
And I have a video. But that's the crazy part. I have the pictures and I have a video. So, and then it's like, yo, it's crazy, man.
That's pretty cool.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know? Hope the government don't come.
You know how many videos are out there now? There's shows that have all these videos put together now. Like at this point, the government's letting it happen. Well, because there was a time where they, you know, censor a lot of this stuff, but you know, now I feel like it's kind of something they're easing into our minds. Like they're just like, okay, we want you to know a little bit about it. Let's give you a little conspiracy.
Are there any other conspiracies that you believe in? Supposed conspiracies, you know, lizard people or
that one. I mean, I don't know anything about that one, so I can't even.
I don't really believe that. Back in the day, they used to have, like, you know, the news channel, and you would see the news person on the channel, like the anchor, and then all of a sudden their eye would change like into like a lizard eye. And it would just be weird things like that happened back in the day. Okay. You know, it's like that was a big thing. That's why people believed in like reptilians, because they'd look at the news. I'd have to look
into it. I can't give you an opinion on it. I don't want to give an opinion because I don't want to say yes or no to it.
Well,
I don't know anything.
I don't believe in that. I think that's a bunch of craziness.
I don't know anything about it.
But then who knows? You know what I mean?
But who knows? Like
you might be a lizard person.
Imagine.
If you just started doing some really weird stuff. Like,
imagine my eye just turns different, or I get scales.
I'll just start asking mad questions. I wouldn't be afraid, because I mean, you didn't attack me yet.
Yeah, right. If I wanted to, I would.
I just ask a lot of questions, like, you know, What's up?
You like
What do you eat?
so like yeah.
Do you peel? You ever seen?
Is it rough? Their skin.
Yo, what's that? Have you ever seen? What is it? Not Friday. Scary Movie like 3 or 4. They have like aliens come and they pee. From
Oh yeah, that's right.
they pee from their fingertips.
They pee from their fingertips. Yeah. Yeah.
I would ask you shit like
Yeah,
that.
shit. Yeah. Yeah, you might as well. You're like you're sitting here. You seem tame.
Right.
You know.
Let me see. There was. I mean, okay. So hold on. I have another question for you. See, like I had all these questions, but these are like professional questions. You know, we're kind of like talking about aliens.
Aliens.
We like.
It's okay. Whatever.
We went deep. I personally like asking like interesting, spicy kind of questions because I'm curious to how women think. So I think that it's one of the things that I'm interested in knowing. Like, how do girls think all the time about certain things? So let's see. Why are you single? Are you single? I don't even know.
Why are you single? Imagine. Yeah, I am single.
Cap.
Why? Why do you think it's cap? Like,
no beautiful girl has nobody. I don't believe that.
Well, I choose to be.
That's what they.
I mean, it's not that I don't have. It's not that I have nobody. You
exactly.
know.
That's the
yeah,
thing.
I guess.
Beautiful women never have nobody. That's men need to realize that.
There was a time where I genuinely chose to just be alone. It's definitely hard to be alone, but it takes a strong person. Okay, guy, like.
Oh yeah, I'm a guy, right? Yeah.
You want to know about women's mind? Like, come on.
Go ahead, tell me, explain.
I mean, I don't want to generalize all women either when I say this, but yes, as a woman, it's really hard to be alone. I gotta be honest. I love attention, but there was a time where I was like, I need to be alone. I need to learn me. I need to give myself the attention that I want so badly from these guys.
Let me ask you a question. What is attention? Like, what exactly? Can you define it?
Well, like I said, I'm very talkative. I'd like to share my ideas, my knowledge.
Do guys tell you to like just shut up? Like, shut up.
I've never been told to shut up.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been told to shut up. I feel like I'd remember that. But I have been told that I talk too much or that,
Are you a jealous girlfriend?
I can't, no, not really.
Are you angry, emotional? You get very emotional?
I can get pretty angry. I feel like lately I've started to notice I kind of have I wouldn't say a short temper, but I do get angry. Like if it gets that far, I do get angry.
What angers you?
Like dumb shit. Like just.
What's an example of dumb shit?
Just okay. There's one example. Okay, there was one time I was going to an event and we were gonna get to the line and we had tickets for it, whatever. The guy who's like, leading the street or whatever, he's like, oh, the line is over here. And I'm like, oh, but we have tickets. And he's like, yeah, even if you have tickets, it's over here. And then the guy I'm with is just like, but let me go ask the ticket booth person. And I'm like, this guy seems to be working for them. And he says the people with tickets go on the same line. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the dumbest thing ever, but like he was trying to make sure, but it was just like, I just want to get on the line so that we can get inside already. I'm excited to get into the event. Like,
he wanted to just make sure, and you were.
Yeah, but
that bothered you?
It did bother me, but I didn't get super mad about it because I was being more aware of my anger at the time. But probably a year ago, I would have gotten pretty annoyed. Like, let's just fucking go on the line. Like, you know what
really?
I mean?
Wow,
like, yeah,
you're like aggressive.
A little. Like, I don't want to be, but yes.
I know when you're really aggressive because you're a model, and I know models.
Are they usually aggressive?
Models are usually the sweetest people in the world, from my experience, like what I've experienced, until they get hungry. And then all of a sudden it's like, rah, like they turn into like, very
oh my
angry.
God.
They're just aggressive.
I wasn't hungry though.
Are you hungry now? You got food. Don't get mad. Don't get crazy on me.
I'm a little hungry, but no, I'm not gonna.
But that's something that I've really legit. I've experienced people that are models. They get really cranky.
You'd be surprised. Guys are the same. Guys can be very cranky when they're hungry too.
Skinny guys.
Skinny guys.
Skinny guys, yeah, because they got nothing to pull from.
Okay.
They get hungry.
That's probably true.
They start getting kind of wild. It's like, yo, chill, bro. It's like Come on, man, let's go.
I don't know. I don't think I've had a lot of big guys.
Really?
No.
Yo, you don't mess with fat guys?
It's not that I don't mess with them. It just hasn't happened, I guess. It was one, and
I don't think fat guys really get a lot of models. No. Models usually don't give fat guys. Yeah, they don't give guys the chance. So what kind of guys do you give? Like, what do they look? What do they describe them? You like chocolate?
Chocolate.
Like chocolate guys.
I can't with them. I can't with them right now. I like chocolate, but okay. I do go for light skins too.
Like
I don't
caramel light skin or like pasty, like
Drake. No, not Drake. Not Drake. Not Drake. Definitely not. Drake's not my type. No.
Good.
Light skin. I don't know. They could be like caramel, because they'll get tan, but a little too white in the winters.
Oh yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What's going on with
that seems to be like I've had a few that were.
Do you turn red in the sun, or do you like like caramel?
I get caramel. Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice. I tan. You know. I don't think I've dated anybody who gets red in the sun. No.
Like, if I was to guess, like, your nationality, say, like, you're Brazilian. You have, like, a Brazilian...
You think? I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like a Brazilian vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Brazilian people, they usually get tan like Italians. You know, like, Italians look really white until they get in the sun, and then they look like they literally change.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know too many Brazilians.
I know an Iranian guy who he's, like, white. You see him, you're like, oh, he's white. And he goes to Israel and he comes back and he's like darker than me, and it's like, whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's legit. He gets
that's
real
crazy.
Dark. Yeah, it's cool how, I guess the sun nourishes your body. I feel that it is a way of nourishing. It's vitamin D.
Yeah. Definitely. But even like I wonder, like, the sun can be a lot hotter in some places, and that could definitely darken you a lot faster. Mm-hmm. But then there's like, if it was someone like me, I would burn. I'd get really dark. Like, I went to Hawaii, and I burned in the sun.
On a date?
No, I was little, and my mom took me.
Have you ever been on a vacation?
Yeah, I've been on a vacation.
Who you go on a vacation with?
It was actually a guy that I really liked.
What happened to that guy?
When he was very busy. Very busy. Like,
he works.
He works.
If he's taking you on vacations,
he works. Yeah, he was taking me on. Yeah, he worked. He was just busy all the time. Like, he was like very sweet. A lot of my standards list, he met those things.
So when you say sweet, do you mean like?
I didn't say sweet. I said he met those standards.
So what? Can you give
sweet? Sweet is a key word that everybody likes to turn into something else. So I don't say sweet. But he was. Did I say sweet? Did I really say?
You
sweet?
said sweet. So was he a nice?
He was a nice guy. Yeah, whatever. My bad. My bad if I did say sweet. I guess it did slip out. But yeah, no, he was
a nice guy.
Yeah, I liked him because he was very. Like, what you want a man to do, like, open the door for you.
He was a gentleman.
All those gentlemen, gentlemen. Walks on the outside of the street or the sidewalk or whatever.
I don't understand how guys
always
do
wants to be the one who's driving the car, never lets you drive.
Yeah,
like,
that's normal. I mean, for me, that's normal. I'm not. First of all, I love driving my car for that.
I'm a New Yorker. I don't even meet guys who have cars.
That's crazy.
Like,
I guess that's true.
But. That's understandable. New York is like very expensive, whatever. But
But you gotta have a car, man. I mean, well, I guess not.
You don't have to. But at least, that's the one thing I can let fly, even though I have a car. But no, I didn't pay for my car, so that's why I could let it fly. Like, I didn't. Like, if I had to pay for my car, I'd probably just take the train.
Right.
It's like. Okay, so where was I going?
So what are these standards for guys? Like,
okay. Like, a lot of those things, like, wants to be the man, or the man, what we want, what we think a man to be.
In order for that man to be the man, was he well off?
Like,
What did he do
without
for a
me?
living?
Like, well off? What do you mean?
No, what did he do for a living? Like,
oh, he like basically ran his own business. But it was he he would do thrift clothes. Like he would kind of find his own stuff and just clean it and sell it, and he made a lot of money off of it because he's finding these clothes or even buying clothes very, very cheap and selling it again in the city, and that made a lot of money. I'm sure. I don't know what his pockets looked like. All I know is that I was on a vacation with him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How was that vacation?
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. I wish things were different, but he really just has no time for me.
That was it. Oh, because you really need attention. That's what it is.
I need attention, but not only that, he literally doesn't. He after a while, it just kind of drifted. It was just he's barely talking to me, so I'm barely talking to him back. I'm not gonna be chasing this guy who is showing me he doesn't have time for me. So whatever.
What's your longest relationship?
2.5.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated? Yeah. So what happened when you did? What happened with that?
I mean, I didn't cheat on the guy I was in a 2.5 long year relationship with, so that if he ever sees this video. No, but yeah.
You cheated on another guy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's always okay. I don't like to give excuses, but I wouldn't cheat on a good man. There were times where there's these men who I was with, and it got so hard to be with them, and it constantly telling them what I want or what it is that's hurting me.
Hold on, wait, because girls use that term a lot, the hurt me thing. So explain the hurt me thing. What does that? How does that?
Okay. So if I think about one specific relationship, he was very controlling.
That hurts you?
It does, because I mean, I guess it's my choice to be in that relationship, but it's also I love you and I want to make this work, but I can't make this work if you're constantly manipulating me to doing what you want. I'm my own person, and I want to be my own person. I want to be able to be my own person. But if you're
in the Bible, it says, not to get religious, it also says it in the Quran, that when you guys have sex, you become one flesh.
Yes.
So it's when you can't have two presidents. You gotta have one president.
Oh, okay. So you're saying I don't mean.
Because you said the word control, so I'm assuming that he was saying, don't go out, don't wear this, don't wear that.
Yeah, but it was also
see, it has to be smooth, man. You gotta be smooth when you tell your girl not to wear that or this or that.
You gotta be smooth, right? You gotta be I don't really like how that looks, or something like that.
Smooth.
I'm okay.
Baby, don't put that on.
Me talking about manipulation.
It's gonna be hard to take that off.
No, but no. I would no, because there's times I'd probably get upset. I really like this dress, or I'll even start crying.
Damn.
I bought this dress. I really wanted to wear it. No.
Don't worry, girl. We're gonna get another dress.
Okay, then it's acceptable.
See,
you can tell me what to wear if you can buy it for me.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I gotta dress your girl up, right?
Exactly.
You can't have her looking.
Exactly. If you're telling me what I need to be wearing, you better be buying me the clothes.
Exactly. I believe that men should buy their women modest clothes.
If
that's how you want your girl to dress. Now, if you want your girl to be a trophy type of, not trophy, an object of lust for other men, then put her in a thong
if that's what you want to do. I mean, there are guys who really like their girl looking like that.
There's
look
guys
at
who like seeing their girls have sex with other men. Adam 22.
I don't understand those.
If you were in a relationship, right, and your boyfriend was like, I want to see you have sex.
No,
you're not doing it.
I think I see where this relationship has gone, and I don't think it works for me.
You'd be like, no,
yeah,
no, babe, I ain't with that. So wait, so you would.
You have one more chance to tell me that you don't really mean it.
Yeah, so you would you would like one guy type of girl.
Yeah.
But you cheated.
But I cheated, yes.
So there's a theory on that, right? And the theory is that women monkey branch. You ever heard of that term?
No.
Monkey branch means that they, before they leave their man, they get to another man and they hold on to that guy, make sure that guy wants him, likes him, they feel comfortable. They basically almost start a relationship with that guy, and then they let go of their other guy.
Okay.
That's called monkey branching.
Yeah.
You know, because like when a monkey's swinging,
I've definitely somewhat done that before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a woman thing.
But I've never monkey branched to somebody who I actually stuck with. It was always like, okay, you're helping me rebound, and I was never dishonest about it. It was like, oh, I have this guy.
And the guys are just that stuck that they just stick around.
It's not that they're stuck. You know, they have their own lives. It's not like they're committed to me either. I'm not like, oh, you know, I've got this other guy, but you're only for me. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like, okay.
So when you date, like, you've dated with the intention to, like, marry, or you date just to kind of?
Well, damn, that's such a complicated question right now, because it depends. Like, there are times where I have dated to marry, and there were times where I dated just for fun, you know? It's like...
What qualifies, like, a date to marry, opposed to...
Well, it's not just that. It's about what mindset I'm in at the time.
What mindset are you in right now?
Right now, I'm kind of in the middle where I don't know.
Right, you're just
you know?
like, I'm out here.
Because I was dating to marry, and then I was...
Did you leave him, or did he leave you?
I left him.
Why?
He was crazy.
What's that? What does that mean?
It means... abusive.
Like physically abusive?
Physically abusive, yes.
Oh, no, that's a no.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
So yeah, I guess that's the big one. But
that's a good leave.
Yeah.
Completely leave that.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was dating to marry,
That's
and
crazy,
then
man.
and
Guys
then
are abusive.
like actually, yeah.
Yeah, like
I couldn't believe it before that either. But
you know, one of the things that really shocked me is to hear that, because, you know, no matter how upset I get, I don't really ever feel the need. Like, I can't get mad at a girl to the point where I feel like it's like I'm, what's machista? You know machista?
No.
Like machista means like misogynist, right? It's like the Spanish version of it. It's like saying like you're too manly.
Okay.
So I would say that my character is like, I'm like a man.
Yeah, no, you could never do that to somebody.
Like, as a man, I don't even think that a woman's a threat. So why would I ever physically harm a girl? It's like,
I think hate to get into his head about it, but like I think it was more about like the things that I did that got him angry were just so like he was somebody who felt very deeply every feeling he felt. Like, he was just so, like, I don't know how to explain it, very emotional.
Do you think that was he a guy that got girls, or was he more a guy who was trying to hold on to you for dear life type of thing? Like, he didn't get girls of your caliber, I guess.
No, he's definitely had some pretty beautiful women in his past.
So what made him like that?
Like I said, he feels very, and he was very angry person. I think it had a lot more to do with his life and what he had been through.
I don't excuse
I hate
that.
I hate to excuse it too, but me, a psychologist or somebody who wants to be in psychology, I look at those things too, although I don't want to accept it into my life.
I was trained differently. Like, I think that I'm fortunate enough to have had guidance from men in my life, but specifically, I think that I can't excuse dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a man, act like a man, behave like a man, be a man. There's no other options for men but to be men. Yeah. So when you have a rough life, well, guess what? So does everybody else. Yeah. So why are you? It's, I don't subscribe.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's a lot of people who probably been through the same things he had and are still very like you said, like somebody who could never put their hands on a woman. No matter like how angry they get you, like that's another thing. Like, if I make you angry, then that's something we work on. I'm not gonna listen to you if you put your hands on me. Like, at that point, the entire relationship was just it's like, unfortunately, I did stay for way too long after that, even after the first time, hoping that it would change, of course. But once you do that, like, to me, what happened with me is once you did that, it was like, I don't care what you tell me about my character.
Mm-hmm.
You, like, I'm not taking advice from somebody who does something like that type shit.
Right.
And it's like,
why does everybody in New York say type shit? I literally just now realized that this is a New York thing. Yeah. When you said it, that's it. Because they say it too.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, what's up?
It makes.
I'm like, and I start saying it.
It's like, you know, that type of shit. Like, you know, you know,
it's so
just
funny.
It's fitting.
It is. I use it sparingly. Try to not use it, but it's catchy.
I've been trying not to use it throughout this conversation too, but it just.
New Yorkers have like so many.
Shit,
yeah.
You know?
There's so many things. There was something dead ass. That's the other one. Dead ass. It's like, think about that. Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Like, why?
Like, what is it? Where did we come up with this shit? Or
I think even mad.
Mad.
Yeah, you talk about mad, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's a New York thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like living.
There's a lot of New York things that we can't explain.
Yeah. Why are women from New York so aggressive? That's a thing, right?
Because New York is aggressive.
New York, go fight me, dead ass.
New York is aggressive.
Is it?
We learn from it.
So what's the like good things about New York? You would say?
There's always something to do.
Well, let me tell you what I do love about New York. I think New York has the most beautiful girls in the area, at least for sure. Because there's just anytime you go to Manhattan or wherever, it's just it's a hub for just beautiful women. Just
that makes sense.
It's like, wow. Every time I go to New York, I'm just like, I gotta get out of here before I fall in love.
Before I fall in love. So love at first sight.
It's like, I'm in love. I'm in love again.
I'm in love again. I was just in love 2 minutes ago, but I love you too.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm big on love.
Yeah.
Love for sure.
Yeah, well, that is true. I never thought about that. I wonder why. I guess it's because it's the nightlife. Maybe the beautiful women like to be out. I guess.
Can we say
that?
Yeah, you know, girls are out there nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed, but
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of. I'm pro all of that. I'm not like do whatever. Don't live your life, right? However, you know, can we at least criticize it a little bit?
Criticize it a little bit.
You know,
go ahead and criticize it. What do you think?
Well, I think the future is going to be a very interesting place for women. You know, I think that we're in a position where for a very long time women have had I can't even say a very long time, but definitely since the second wave to third wave of feminism, I think that has really illusioned women. Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to get a reality check very soon where, you know, the older generation is not really like looking down at the younger generation and teaching them like, hey, look at my life. I'm 40 years old. I don't have children, or I'm 40 years old and I'm single mom. Like, I'm struggling, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're not saying that because women have this, like, I want to, you know, they're basically mooching off of, like, men to create an illusion to make other women think that they're doing good when they're really not. And I think that that's going to be, for a lot of women as they age out, especially, like, Instagram models and OnlyFans girls and things like that, like, once this little phase of their life passes, they're going to realize that, you know, that temporary putting themselves out there like that for that temporary money is just going to...
Yeah, especially women who are like 18 years old and jump right into it. Mm-hmm. I definitely feel like when I was 18 to 19 like I was kind of doing more than I would, you know, ever do now. And it's like, I look back at it like, okay, I was just like, what was the point? You know
what it is, in my opinion. I think that men have lost the ability to check women. Like, everything that a man does can be considered like.
At the same time, though, like, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like there's definitely that, like, and also this era of like fathers not being around, not being like the men not being able to check their daughters, but it's. You know, I have my father around, but I still had that little phase. I didn't do anything too crazy, but, you know, I was dating around, and maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe there are some guys who I should have just completely not even gave a chance to.
For sure.
You know, but I definitely needed that so that I can look at it now and see that, you know.
That's like saying I needed to get raped so that
No.
There's no way that
I needed to make
hurt.
the bad decision. I needed to make a mistake.
Man, you don't have to.
To say, but no, like to
because you
be
say
like
need, and need is like this happened. And
I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
I guess I didn't need that. Like, there's a lot of times where I've learned from other people's mistakes.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
And that's what fathers.
There's a lot of there's so many things my dad has explained to me about like his mistakes that I learned from before I even went close to making them myself.
So like your dad was like, "Don't put the knife inside the socket," and you were just like, "Yeah, Dad, sure."
Oh no. there were like smoking cigarettes. Like,
yeah, what are you doing?
Everybody, there's always those people those people in middle school that were like, "Oh yeah, I tried it." Why would you try it?
Right.
You know, but they didn't have somebody to tell them this is the most disgusting thing you could do. Never touch it.
Right.
You know, and this is why you shouldn't touch it. You know, they didn't have that, and I had that, and that's why I looked at cigarettes as the most disgusting thing you could ever put your hands on.
It is really
you know,
nice, yeah.
You know, and maybe if. Maybe just having that person tell you, okay, this is why I feel like this is a very bad mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't do it. That it is really helpful. But I guess there was nobody, like my parents. My dad, I guess he tried to have like the talk with me, but you know I was like young and I think it was too awkward. My mom never really went. I don't think they really ever went deep into like the dating talk like.
The birds and the bees.
Like, cause like everything your mom says is like, find a man with money or whatever, like shit like that, like those basic things. But they don't actually tell you.
Why do women prioritize money so much? Like, why do older women specifically, you know, like in your opinion, why do older women prioritize telling young girls, find a man with money? Like basically, essentially telling women, you know, this is what you need to look for from men.
So that it's because it makes, well, I would say that through my mom's perspective, she wanted me to have a good man, somebody who has goals and all that stuff. So but my mom was also very independent boss woman type. So it was like, don't depend on a man.
She's married to your dad?
No, they divorced when I was little, but I have a stepdad and they've been married since I was 8. 9.
What does he do?
He's an accountant.
And your mom, she's
a judge.
Okay. Oh, so your mom needs to come on this podcast. I love.
Oh God.
You have no idea. Like my first passion is law. I know more law than I know about anything else. Really.
Well, there's a lot of conversations she may not even talk about because she's not allowed to. But there are probably a lot that she can. Like
I know judges. I know a few judges, and New York State. If she's been to the conferences, I probably seen your mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So if she's a judge and she's gone to the conferences,
I don't want to put any of her information on.
No. The internet will find it if anything, but
yeah. If they could find it, that's fine. But I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. But that's I love judges, by the way. I think they're some of the most intelligent people.
Yeah.
Legit. Very intelligent. Have to have a level of morality that is above the norm. You know what I'm saying?
And but there are some judges who kind of like get lazy too. I feel like, but I don't want to. Let me not talk too much. But because like my mom. No, I don't want to say it.
They're people. There's also different kinds of judges. There's administrative judges and there's district court judges, and then there's.
But my mom works hard. Like there's a lot of cases in New York that just kind of linger for years. Like, you ever heard of somebody who had a case open for 7 years and it still hasn't been closed? Whatever. Yeah. My mom wants to get them all done.
Yeah.
But then there's judges who are just like throw it to the side, let the next person, or and then they linger for years. Yeah. But my mom, she gets them done as soon as possible, as soon as she can. Like she's doing tens of cases a day. Like,
Well, congratulations for having a mom that's a judge. That's
Yeah,
that's like quite the shoes
yes,
to fit. Yeah,
yes,
that's one of the highest honors, honestly.
yeah. But and it's weird that I like I'm not
Into
big
law
on
like that.
I'm not into law. I'm not into like the whole political government type of job at all. Like, you know, I'm an artist, you know, and modeling too, but my big thing is art. And I want to be a tattoo artist. Like, this is just very different from what my mom does, but I think that could be because of my dad. He's very creative. So, yeah, I think a lot of me and my sister both kind of come somewhere in the middle with my mom and my dad.
I'm like, now that you told me about your mom, like, I just want to shift the whole
Just
conversation
to my mom. I don't want to talk too much about my mom.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't like
when
it's
because judges are private.
Yeah,
for very good reasons. They need to remain private.
Yeah.
As much as they possibly can, because obviously judges are not, they're public figures. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they do need to remain as private as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, we'll talk about her another time, I guess. Whatever. So yeah, now that gave me a lot of insight about you. Actually, now knowing that that's what your mom, because now I have judges all kind of think the same in a way. So
I'm curious what you mean by that.
Well, you have to be a specific kind of individual to study commercial law, study aspects of law that most people won't like. There's a Black's Law Dictionary right there. Like and that's like I have a whole library back there, and I'm sure your mom has a library, doesn't she?
In her chambers and at work. Yeah.
In camera. Yeah. So yeah, like you just have to really enjoy law. You have to have you have to understand it in a deeper level.
And I have two cousins who are getting into law too, which is crazy. Like, and I see them studying. My cousin, she's studying in law. She's always reading about cases all the time.
Yeah, law is one of those things.
It's a commitment.
It's to case law. However, because you can, there's enough case law to literally fill like blocks of New York buildings. Like you could literally fill up blocks of stories of law. You could read till the cows come home. Yeah. So the let's say if you were to be a good lawyer, that means you really have to know if in this situation what would happen. You have to have like a reference point, so you can kind of guide the law to help you. If there's a saying, if it's like a maxim. I don't know if you're familiar with maxims of law. Well, you ask your mom, she'll know. Maxims, there's a maxim that kind of says, if you don't know your rights, you have no rights. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's similar. If you don't know about case law, then you don't know what to reference. You don't know what actions happen in this case that could kind of, there's already a case that happened that is about that case that you can kind of be like, all right, well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole, it's like you're playing chess.
She definitely did that for years.
Yeah, it's all she's going to do forever. That's what law is.
Yeah.
She's probably at that point,
still probably.
It's like now routine where it's just the same old thing.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the kind of judge she is again, but it's just one of those things. Yeah. It is one of those things. So yeah, you were telling me about this guy.
Which one?
So you were telling me about how guys. So before you were telling me about like the guy with money and what makes those guys more attractive than
a guy with money. What makes a guy more? Yeah.
Like your mom would tell you, get with a guy with money because blah, 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 blah.
But I also want to just put out there that she's also like, you can't depend on a man. You need to have your own money, type of thing. But if you're gonna have a guy, at least he should have money. He should be attractive. He should, I don't know. It's just like to make you look good.
Your mom is an outlier. So in my opinion, your mom's opinions of like her life is so different than most women. Because she is not, she's a very small percentage of people on the planet anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like, what she does is different than most people. Yeah. So, like, she's telling you to do something from her perspective. And it's
if you think about it. But even any other mom. But, yeah, my mom is very intelligent, telling me what kind of man is right. Like the right man, but
she's probably met a lot of like in passing.
She personal experience. She's probably as an intelligent woman. Like there's a lot of Dominican moms who just say, you know, don't go for a guy like this, go for a guy like this, but they have horrible relationships themselves, or are single moms, or, you know, whatever. How can you take advice from somebody, or had horrible relationships, had horrible fathers in their children's lives? You know, my mom made sure that, you know, even my father, who wasn't the greatest at first, still became a good man for me. And I think a lot of it came from, you know, my mom's opinion, you know, like, this is your daughter, blah, 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 you know, whatever it is.
Guiding him kind of towards...
being a good father, you know? And,
your mom is, believe me, your mom's already an exceptional person based on just what I know, the little bit that I know.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't take lightly to that title. You know, you're honorable.
Yeah.
It is a title for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But me and my mom fought a lot growing up.
I'm sure, and
lot.
Like I said,
I'm lawyer number 2 as a child.
Next to your mom.
Like,
I stand next to your mom. You were wrong 100% of the time.
No, I was not. Yes, there was generally time.
Give me one thing.
She was right in the court. She was right in court all the time, right? Probably. But when she came home, it was like more like projecting.
Nah, but that one time she got that guy, man. He was just trying to sell some bud. Like, come on.
What? No, when we fought, it was always about, like I said, stupid things. Like, she'd get so angry at me for something small, and it was like.
Like what? Go ahead.
Like, not.
You should have done them dishes.
No, I did my own dishes, but. There would be a random Saturday morning, and she just finished cleaning, and she'd be like, "Nobody helps me around this house. Like, you just, I just woke up.
She's
like,
working 24/7.
You could have woke me up earlier and been like, hey, Brianna, can you like help me out cleaning today? That would be really nice. Or even like told me, oh, on Saturdays or on Sundays, I would really like help cleaning. She never did that with me. Like, I don't know her schedule with cleaning. Like, I don't know when she wants me to do it. I don't know when to tell. Like, I was still like 17. I don't know what the floor looks like dirty to her. Right, you know, right. I don't know those things. I know them now because now you know.
Clean your own floors. Right.
I eventually learned because she started like paying me to clean.
Oh my god.
She started paying me to clean. But now I generally like cleaning myself because I start noticing when the floor is dirty because I cleaned so much. And I'm like,
she started paying. That's where
it started. But no, she didn't start. Actually, my dad paid me when I lived with him for a little while. He was paying me to clean the house.
How much were you getting paid?
Well, my dad was giving me $50.
I'll give you $50 if you clean my house.
It's pretty clean, right?
That's okay.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not that. It's not
like wiping things down.
No, yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, yeah. If I'm just wiping things down, it's like the 50. No.
You're a hustler. Yeah.
Sure.
She looked around.
It's already clean. Yeah, it's already clean.
Yeah,
sure. If I gotta clean up if I gotta help you guys pack up, then I don't think I wanna.
Nah.
It's a lot of machinery over there.
So much stuff, man. But that's funny that you had to get paid to start cleaning.
But the thing is, my dad, he was asking me, and I was cleaning, and it was fine. But then he just started to offer the money, and I was just like, okay.
He's probably finding a way to give you.
I think he just felt bad asking me to clean.
Yeah.
Because I was, I had just moved into his house. I've never lived with my dad before, and he's, father-daughter. He's just like wants to be on the good side of things, Yeah, just like trying to be nice. It feels bad that I'm cleaning his house. Right. At the time it felt that way, but when I moved back into my mom's house, like that was already like she already knew about that deal with me and my dad, so she was just like, okay, maybe that's what I need to do to get her to clean. And it was just like, you don't. How
was it like?
But that's another thing though. My mom always has huge houses. So it's really fucking hard to clean.
It's like now you gotta clean like a big ass
3 times what I was cleaning in my dad's apartment. Yeah. Cleaning.
It's like Cinderella.
But even. No, but like my mom's house is really big right now, but I still want it clean.
Right now it's big. Like it gets smaller.
Yeah, it gets smaller sometimes. The rooms just kind of shift. No. We have a pretty big house right now, and it's takes hours to clean just the floors, sweep them up.
Damn.
But I actually love when it's clean. So sometimes I take the day to do that. And she doesn't ask me to do it anymore. I do it because I want to. And I'm now that person who fucking hates when somebody walks in the house with their boots on right after I cleaned. So, like, now I'm that person, If
you ever feel inspired and you ever want to, like, exercise your rights to clean.
Yeah,
feel free. Feel free. I keep it as clean as possible. I'm a dude, but I do keep things clean.
Yeah, there's definitely dudes who don't keep things clean.
No, I think godliness, cleanliness is close to godliness. Is that how it goes? Or next to godliness?
Yeah.
Being clean is a thing.
That reminds me of something I was talking to my friend about. Like, when you, like, how parents would always tell their kids, you need to clean your room. Like, what if somebody comes to the house or whatever,
right.
And my excuse was always like, who the fuck is gonna come into my room?
Right.
It's none of their business. They're not gonna be back here in my room, or whatever.
Until
so you never want to clean. No, nobody was ever in my room ever. But so I never wanted to clean my room. But
your room was probably real far from the front door. It's
very. Not even the living room, not even the bathroom. There's no reason somebody's all the way at the end of the hallway at my bedroom.
Right.
But I was saying that probably if my mom had explained to me how your room can represent your mind, like, if your room is a mess, your life is a mess.
Yeah.
It's just like a mirror of your life.
Do you do you fold your, like, not fold your bed? Do you make your bed
in the morning?
In the mornings?
Yeah, I do now, because now I think about
it's a game changer.
Yeah.
If you do make your bed,
it's the first task of the day.
Yeah,
and if you can get the first task of the day done, it makes it a lot easier to get more done.
Do you know what? My thought on it is, like, when I go to bed to a neat bed. And that makes me feel like,
yes, when you get home, you finally unpack, you finally get to relax, and you get into bed and it's made.
That's the best
beautiful feeling.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful feeling.
That's the best feeling.
It is.
That's the feeling.
Like, extra comfortable. Like, this is what I did everything today for, to finally get here and sit in this made bed.
Well,
it'd be so comfortable. So, like, I just.
Do you know what's that mattress? The one that you put the, like, wine on one side and you.
Oh God, yeah, and you could jump on one side and the other side.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on those mattresses? I know this is random.
I don't know. I've never felt one. Like, I've never been. But
I have one of those. But my opinion on it is, like, I don't know. I don't like too soft. Like,
too soft. Yeah, I hear that too soft can be uncomfortable. Yeah, like, sinking into your bed too much.
The best.
I don't know.
The best beds are. Well. Oh yeah. The best beds.
We ain't throwing out shout-outs or nothing.
The best beds are the what are the beds? Those
Don't make nobody no money now.
Yeah. Advertising.
No, the Japanese style beds. Do you know the Japanese style? Because the Japanese style beds, they don't have like a mattress. They're very, like, it's almost like wood. Like, you sleep on wood,
like bamboo.
Yeah, it's like a harder bed.
Yeah.
Those are the best for you because they help not only with your posture, like with your bed. So what happens is that, pressure builds calcium. That's the thing. So if you sleep on a hard surface, there's more pressure on your bones, and that causes your bones to have more calcium, and then therefore strengthening your bones.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was science to why you should sleep on a hard bed.
Yeah, it's like.
I don't know if I could sleep on a hard bed though, like that hard, like bamboo.
Oh no, it's not. Well,
I would hate it.
That's what makes those beds really good, because you could adjust, like, the fluffiness of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can add more stuff, like,
what, and
make it just how you want it, just right. I got a hack for my bed. Like, I have literally figured it out.
What do you do?
I can't say it because it's private, confidential information.
So you're just gonna keep to yourself how to make your bed?
No, I'll tell you about it off air, but it's
okay.
I have a secret that I have to make the bed the perfect.
Well, I don't have that bed anyway, so it's not like I'm ever gonna use the information.
Oh, 100% is.
My bed is very comfortable though. I think it's just
not,
right.
It's not like my bed though.
It's not, whatever.
But the thing about my bed, I could literally this is no BS. I could make how my bed is. I can make that anywhere at any time. Like, it doesn't need to be because it's my bed. I could literally be on the floor, and the way I have it set up, like, I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
And it's different. It's like,
I'm curious.
Yeah,
now.
it's like you're gonna be like, okay, I get it.
Okay.
It's different. You'll see. But yeah. So this was a good first interview, right?
Yeah.
Getting to know you, you know, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
You're very what's the word? Like easy person to talk to. You're just like normal.
Okay, I'm normal.
You get that a lot?
I get no that I don't get, but I get that I'm easy to talk to.
Yeah, you are. You're very
easy to share with. I do notice a lot of people like open up.
Yeah, because you have a good vibe and you're a good conversationalist.
Yeah, good listener too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a skill.
Yeah,
it really is. It is a skill, and not a lot of people have it. I had not too long ago an interview with someone, and it was very difficult to just get them to talk back. You know what I mean? To share.
Yeah, definitely had conversations with people like
sometimes we get those, and you know, maybe not even want to air things because it's just it get boring, and you know. But I really feel good. I'm glad I got to know you. You know, and there's a lot of questions that I have.
Okay.
That I'm gonna ask you off air.
Okay.
You know, because you know, I just think it's just I have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of knowledge.
Okay.
So yeah.
Thank you though.
For sure. And we didn't even get to talk about your lashes, your businesses.
Yeah.
We didn't get you. We had, there's a lot of stuff we gotta still talk about.
That's fine, but yeah, I sell lashes. I make them, you know, with little decorations. So
what, like beads or something?
No, like
I mean, not beads, but like glitter.
They're like kind of like glitter, little glitter thingies, shapes.
Yeah. Like, is that like your own niche type of thing?
Yeah, I just did it myself one day. I was just like, it's something that I wanted, like for there to be. I think it started with wanting to do like letters on the lashes because I wanted to say my name so that people could see it. Like when I walk, it was like Bree Rose.
How does that? But how does you have letters on your eye? Isn't that heavy on your eyes?
No, because the letters are like literally like a little glitter thing. Like it's just like very light. Yeah, they're like little teeny tiny pieces of plastic. Like
I gotta see this.
Yeah, I can.
Do you have pictures of it?
I have a bunch of pictures. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah. But yeah. I couldn't make them tonight because I literally had 1 hour to get ready. So my lashes are normal right now.
How long does it? What do you mean? They look good.
They're
how long does it?
They're like everyone else's. No, I'm playing.
Okay,
I'm playing. They're just black. That's it. Normal, whatever. Normal long lashes. Long lashes, whatever.
What is the? How long does it take to like make the design?
Well, you take like a little bit of glue. And
don't give your secrets away.
Yeah. Don't put that on there. No. You just what was your question again?
Yeah, like, so does it take long to make them?
Oh no, it doesn't take too long. No, it depends though, because like at first it took me a little long because I would mess up, but I kind of like mastered it.
Oh, so
you know, just do it right away.
Come in here for a
nail. You could and you can even put them in like the wrong place, and then when you put it on your eye, it kind of looks awkward. You know, you gotta know where to put it.
Oh,
you know?
Okay. Oh, my bad. Girl.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to figure out a business.
So it's quick for me. That's because I've done it a few times.
I have a friend. My cousin's girlfriend, she does lashes. She's a lash tech.
A lash tech, yeah.
And she's like really, you know.
Yeah, that's
she's
different
expert.
though. Yeah, they put it right on your face.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I just know that she does lashes. I don't know how different it is. Because I guess you're saying put it on your face. I'm trying to figure out.
No, like literally with glue, like lash glue. They'll put it on your eyelid.
On your eyelid, like legit, like it's
like with your like in between your lashes, or just like.
Oh man, then why? Women do too
so that
much.
They can last. So that they can last long.
But doesn't that?
I just put them on in the morning and take them off at night.
Like over time, or does it do any? Is there any?
I only had them on once, and I may not have had the best lash tech, but
Do you like it?
I think they look pretty, but after a while they get kind of annoying, and they're just like I just want to like. you know,
rub your eyes like
really hard and just make them all fall out. Like, yeah, I got so annoyed with them after a while. It was my first time doing it and last time doing it. I put Vaseline on my eyes, oil, tried to just let them. I pretty much ripped them all out, and I ripped out a lot of my own eyelashes because I was so tired of them. I was like 18. I was just
being a girl.
I was impatient. I wanted to get them the fuck off my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like after a while, some of them just fall out and they look like like loose, like you have a missing tooth or something on your eye, type shit.
Like one side is off. And
and it's just like I just want to get the rest of them out because this looks terrible, and I don't want to get them refilled. I just want them off my face. Right. You know. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Well, shoot. What time is it? It's about to be 5.
5? What the fuck?
So yeah, we're gonna leave it here for today. I mean, literally, this is random. I didn't ask them. We were like, "There's no way. There's no way she's coming here." You know what I'm saying? We were like, "Yo, what's going on?"
What was your anticipation of what kind of person I'd be?
Well, I thought you were homeless.
Oh. Why?
I was like, yo, there's no way she's coming at this hour. Like, there's no way she has to be homeless, bro.
I
was already partying. You might as well stop by and do this thing, whatever.
No, I was really happy, man. When you said that
if I was just leaving my house to come here, I would have said never mind.
Yeah. No,
but I was already on my way.
I was like I said, I really appreciate it, you know, because it's a conversation with somebody new and a normal person.
Normal person.
Because, you know, you do get people that are weird. Yeah. Like, it's not like, I say that, but
I know what you mean.
But there are people that are like opportunists. You know what I mean? They're like, let me. They might be crackheads who just like are trying to like, you know, you never know.
That's
you really
crazy.
never know. So you know, getting to know you that you're a normal person, like it's a good vibe.
I didn't come here with some weird vibe.
Yeah, you didn't come here weird, you know, crackhead vibes.
Oh my god, I had to be homeless. That's why I'm here.
No, literally, because you know what it is. It's like you never know.
Yeah.
You
never know. You never know.
Legit don't know people.
You don't know. Like you think people. There's a common type of person, but then you meet people who are just way out of your expectations. Just like
you're like, huh?
These people exist.
Yeah. Like it's like imagine going to dinner, right? And you think like, oh, you're gonna have a regular dinner, and the person you're with is just real rude to the waiter for no reason.
But you could never think somebody's
you're
like
just
that.
Like, damn, you're rude. Like, and then you can't really say nothing. It's like if you're a crackhead,
you're here.
I'm not trying. I can't just you crazy.
They're gonna start throwing shit at you, breaking glass on your head.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So then it's kind of like now I gotta be like, oh, why don't you just walk out? Or really, I want to be like, get your crackhead ass out of here. Yeah. So, you know, I really appreciate you being here today. Yeah. You know, for sure. It's I know you made the sacrifice and you came out here for sure. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate you for having me here.
I definitely want you back on for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I had fun. 100%. So I think I'll come back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So thank you guys for being on the podcast today. You know, it's a early morning podcast, and it's a random one. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and until next time, peace.